I've always been aware of having a dark side. I mean, not anything, you know, harmful or dangerous, but I think I'm kind of a weird mixture of very happy. I mean, I am a genuinely sort of happy and optimistic and positive person, but I have a really, really finely developed awareness of the dark side. I don't think I've ever written a protagonist who always behaves well. You know, a nice, good person whose challenges come from the outside world, but who always, you know, behaves admirably and in a sort of normal way. All my heroines are people who make really big mistakes, occasionally do really awful things, have huge sort of errors of judgment, and yet I still like them. I mean, I write about people like that because those are the kind of people that I like and understand and can relate to, you know, people who do struggle to always behave well and always be nice and good and do the expected thing. I'm kind of the two extremes, you know, seeing the dark side of everything and being very aware of that while being, you know, perfectly happy and jolly, and then also this sort of being as crazy and obsessive as I hope the villains in my books are. You know, I never write a villain that I couldn't imagine being myself. Obviously, you know, I hope I will never be quite that crazy, but that's why a lot of my murderers and a lot of the baddies in my books are of the sort of crazy, obsessive variety, because I understand that mindset so well. I understand what it feels like. I very rarely have murderers in my books, for example, who are sadistic and enjoy causing pain, because that's just not something I either understand or am interested in. I think it's almost always the murder has been committed because somebody's desperate obsession has got out of control. And I know how to write those stories because I am just such an obsessive person. And I can imagine having obsessions that just spin out of control. Not in the direction of murder, because I'm not that way inclined, but I can certainly empathise and identify with that feeling of, I've just gone a little bit too far this time, haven't I? I mean, I feel that at least once a day about something or other. I am able to sort of process all my difficult feelings and thoughts through writing. And so in day-to-day life, I don't go around sort of with having dark and looming thoughts. I go around thinking, oh, I'll have a nice cup of tea, you know, just sort of thinking jolly thoughts. And I do think it's because I've processed all my more sort of scary or problematic thoughts through the writing.